Hello everyone, I'm Programmer Yan, and today we are going to start the section of called flow control flow. I don't know which one is right. Okay, so yeah, we learned a lot of operators, right? We learned arithmetic operators. We learned, let's see what, comparison operators and logical operators and assignment operators. We learned so much operators, and you might notice that we have put a lot of emphasis on the comparison and logical because it will give you a true or false value. And when you have a true or false value, you can start to control the flow of your program. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the first one, if else statement. Okay, and I take 3 examples here in a comment, and let's see how we use the if and else, and then I will give you an example, and at the last I will give you a simple homework, easy homework, and you can try to write it, and I will put a example solution on my GitLab repo, and you can see if your output is right or wrong. And you don't have to write the same code as my code, write the same as mine. But you have to your code must have to behave exactly that just you have your code have to behave correctly. Yeah, let's say correctly. Yeah. Okay, so the first example is only one if, and the if will continued by a pair of bracket, and inside the bracket we put a condition. Okay, so if the condition is true, it will run this block of code. So here, a pair of curly break, we defined in between the pair of curly break, we define it as a block. So a block can be only one line of code or be 1,000 line of code. It depends on you. So yeah, you use a pair of curly bracket to define where is a block of code, and usually we will indent. I don't know how to pronounce it. We will leave some space from here, so it will make your code more easy to read. Okay, for a second example, so we still have a if and the condition, but now we have more. We have the else. So again, if the condition is true, we will run this block of code. But when the condition is false, we will go to here. Our flow will go to the else block. So we will run this block of code. Okay, let's see the third example. So yeah, so we can see we have one more keywords pair. Yeah, it's else if, and don't forget the space here between the else and if. So yeah, so if you have many conditions and you want to list them and check that which one's true, which one's false, and and just yeah. So you have to write if in condition 1. So if condition 1 is true, it will run this block of code. And you have to remember that if you use if and the else if and the else, then only one block will be executed. Because like here, if condition 1 is true, it will run this block of code. And then of this will be skipped. So only one block of code will be executed. So here we have condition 2, else if condition 2. So in what situation this block of code will be run? If condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true. So yeah, this condition is false. Condition 1 is false, so we skip this if. So we go to the second one and we go to the else if statement, and so this block might be wrong. Okay, so how about the third one? The third one, yeah. Okay, so if both condition 1 and condition 2 are false and condition 3 is true, then this block of code will be wrong. And I put a dot here. It means you can have a lot of else if in your code if you want, but always remember the else if must be below the if and above else. So you can have a lot of else if, even like here I have 2, right? You can have like 1,000 of else if condition if you like, but it will make your code hard to read. So I think most of people won't do that. Okay, so here we have else. So if all the conditions are false, we will run the else block. Okay, so here I have a small two small example of code to show you how to use the if and else statement. So here we want to determine a number if a number is an odd number or an even number. So yeah, we ask user to input an integer and store it in the variable called noun. And so here how to determine if a number is odd or even? It's determined by that if this number can be I don't know how to say that in English. Okay, I just told you we use the modular because when you talk about division on integer, you might think about two kinds of it. One is one is integer divide and one is take modulo. So do modulo. So yeah, here if you want to determine odd or even number, you will like to use modulo, because if a number modulo 2 equals to 0, it means this number is an even number, right? And if the number modulo 2 is 1, that means it is an odd number. So we have only two conditions. So I use if and else clause. I don't use the if and the else if. Okay. So here you can say if num modulo 2 equals to 0. So if this statement is true, then we will print that the number is an even number. Or else means this is not true. So the num take modulo on 2 will be 1. So here the number is an odd number. Okay, so here I have another example. So I try to determine the discount percent by your shopping price, by your total price. So yeah, here I have a price, and I have a double to store the discount percent. And please input your shopping price, and I store the number in price, the variable price. Okay, so here I say if price is greater than 300, then your discount percent is 0.2. is 0.2. And here I have an else if, and here I only write the price is greater than 200, but I will say the price is lesser or equal to 300 and greater than 200. Why? Because I have filtered the price that are greater than 300, right? So if if this block doesn't execute, it means the price is lesser or equal to 300. So we will go to this block. Okay, so here the discount percent will be 0.15. So and the last and not the last one, the last else if will be if your price is less or equal to 200 and greater than 100, and your discount percent will be 0.1. And else you won't have any discount. Your discount percent will be 0.0. So here I print the discount percent. Yeah, so here I use .1f to mean I only want to print one decimal point. And here, if I want to show a percent character, you need to type 2% sign, 2% symbol, because the percent symbol is used to formatting your string. So you have to use double percent symbol to show 1% symbol on your screen. And here I use my discount percent and times 100 because it is in percentage. Okay, so this is our code. And one thing and two things, the things that I want to say. Here, if and only if your block only have one line of code, only one line, you can choose to you can choose to write your code like this. You can skip the curly bracket. You can skip the curly bracket, and if you in my have to me I will skip it if block only have one line of code. But some people would like to retain the bracket the pair of bracket because they think it will be more readable. It will make your code more readable. But I just want to make my code as clean as possible, so I will skip the curly bracket. So remember, only if you have one line of code in the bracket. If you have more than one line, like 2, 3, 4, or even 11 or 100 lines in your bracket, remember, just add the bracket. Don't forget that. Then your compiler will know, oh, okay, these lines of code are in this bracket. Okay, so and the last one, else. And in a if-else statement, the else block is optional. You can add an else block or just discard it. But most of times I recommend you to add the else statement because it will do some like default behavior for you. Like here, I doesn't initialize the discount percent here, so it will store a garbage value in it. So if I don't have this else block, then when my price is under 100, and it will output the garbage inside the variable. So here I use else, means yeah, when I don't have any discount, then the discount percent will be 0.0. Okay, so from now on, yeah, because the past lessons, yeah, it's hard to give you homework. Yeah, practice. And so from now on, I will give you a little practice for this lesson. So yeah, okay. So the practice for this lesson is use the row grade to determine the rank of the student. So that user input his or her grade, and the grade is an integer between 0 and 100, and anybody doesn't know this sign means range, and this sign means this bracket this bracket this bracket means it is include, so it is include 100, and if you use the small bracket, that means the 90 is not included. So here in this range, we only accept 100 to 91. Okay, so for 190 to 91 is A, and for 90 to 81 is B, and for 80 to 61 is C, and for 60 to 0 is F, means you failed. So your output is your rank is rank, and you put the rank like A or B or C or F in this angle bracket, inside the angle bracket. So yeah, you can just design your own code and I don't know how to say. Just be sure that your code behaves well and doesn't have any unexpected behavior. Okay, so you can play with your code with so if with many kinds of conditions, like you input a negative grade, or you input a grade larger than 100. Okay, so this is all of today's lesson, and if you like my video, please click the like button for my video. And if you want to ask me something, or you have some comment, and you found I explained anything wrong, please leave your comment, and I will refine my video and reply answering your question. And if you want to receive some programming lessons, yeah, like this kind of programming lessons, it is short, and if you want to receive more lessons like this, please subscribe to my video and turn on the alarm so you won't miss any new video. Okay, that's all for today, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hi everyone, I'm so sorry that I forgot to demonstrate my code for you. So here is the demonstration. Let's compile our code first. And English 1. Okay, English 1. Okay, so okay, and please input an integer, and let's input 53. Okay, so 53 is an odd number, right? So input your shopping price. Like I made a 225. So my discount percentage is 15%. And let's see. And here, yeah, it is 15%. So let's try again to show more. If I give you 24, and yeah, 24 is an even number, and if I only shop for $50, and my discount will be 0%. So this is a demonstration of my code, and hope to see you next time. Bye.